My brothers and sisters, you are now watching the Gamer 2323, so just forget about the chores you're supposed to do. Put your feet up, get your Kool-Aid, fried chicken, popcorn, get whatever you may need. And I hope you enjoy the video. It's about that time, my brothers and my sisters out there. It is about that time. Just like the intro said, get your Kool-Aid, fried chicken, popcorn, sucker, get whatever you may need. And let's dive into this conference for Greatness Awaits, aka that PlayStation 4, aka that Trace Station 4, aka that Dry Station. Here will be my review for Sony's conference E3 2014. Out this sucker, Lord have mercy. People have been asking, I haven't seen Nintendo's conference yet. I will be checking that out. I probably will do a review for their conference as well. People have been asking me if I'm going to do one for EA and Ubisoft. Maybe. I'm not sure yet. I'm definitely going to be talking about some of the games from Ubisoft's conference, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do a full review for their conferences. But probably for Nintendo, you can bet your sweet tush. Anyways, Cranky Kong, you have a good day. Anyways, Sony's conference. Okay, let's just dive straight into this sucker. Anyways, so they start off by showing a new trailer for that Destiny though. Destiny, I can't wait for this game to come out. For whatever reason, I don't know why. There are so many people sleeping on Destiny. Like, I don't know, like, people are literally starting to lose interest in Destiny. I don't know why. I really don't know why. Like, how can you pay more attention to a game like Call of Duty Advanced / Halo / Crisis / Gears of War Warfare and just completely like this? For whatever reason, I'm seeing a lot of people starting to lose interest in Destiny. I don't know why, but Destiny, I'm getting this game day one when it comes out September 9th, I believe, and the beta is next month, so I'm gonna be in that as well because I pre-ordered this sucker. But it seems like Bungie is really favoring PlayStation this time around. Last year, they were all Xbox with Halo. But it seems like this time they're really favoring PlayStation because Destiny is going to have a lot of exclusive content on that Trace Station for Xbox fanboys. You mad? But it just seems like they're really favoring PlayStation this time around, or maybe they're trying to get the support from us. I don't know. But Destiny, they showed a whole bunch of Destiny at this conference for E3, so that's great. I can't wait for a Destiny to come out, and y'all suckers need to stop sleeping on that Destiny. Okay, moving on, we got a white PlayStation 4 coming out this sucker. Okay, people are starting to get tired of just the black PlayStation 4. So they're like, I mean, I don't want black. I want white. You always need black or white. Because if you don't have both, then you're racist. So they came out with a white PlayStation 4. It comes out September 9th, but they had it bundled with Destiny. I'm not sure if you can buy. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to buy it. Just the console itself. But they show a bundle white PlayStation 4 with Destiny, and it comes out September 9th. And Andrew House announced that, who was just throwing shots out all night. This dude was shots fired all night. But the white PlayStation 4 looks cool, but I'll stay with the black one. Anyways, can we just talk about the Order 1886, bruh? Can we really just sit down and just have like a discussion about this game? Listen, all you bastards that are disappointed because the Order does not have a multiplayer, and it is disappointed because the Order is not 1080p. I ain't gonna do it yet because the Order is not full 1080p 60 frames. Listen, shut up. Just shut up. The Order 1886. Lord have mercy. like that's the only thing that comes to my mind. The visuals in this game to the gameplay, everything in this game looks amazing. The Order 1886 is it, dude. All I'm asking for from this game is for the story to be good, it to be lengthy, you know, be at least 12 plus hours, have the gameplay be good, which it seems like it is, and that's it. Like, dude, I don't care that this game does not have an online. Dude, did you not see this gameplay, sucker? Dude, and I love the horror feel it had. Like, he was going around corners and it was dark, and he had his flashlight, and then he's seeing a guy on the ground just feasting on something. And then the guy looked at him and he turned into I guess a werewolf. But dude, just the gameplay that was going on while all that was going on, and just the visuals, dude. The Order 1886. Take my money. I cannot wait for that game to come out. That's going to be a great title for PlayStation. Then they got to some indie titles. We all know that indie games, are going to be a big part of this gen, which is cool. I'm all for indie games. They showed off this new title called Entwined, which I believe is now in the PlayStation Store on PS4 for $10, I think. It looked cool, so that's great. I mean, I'm all for indie titles, and I mean, you should expect it now. Like, indie games are such a big part, of this gen of gaming. Like, it's like you should expect it, at these conferences, so that's great. Then they showed off some DLC for that infamous Second Son, okay? It's called Infamous First Light, and it comes out in August. It's going to feature what's that girl's name? Fetch from the story, gotta be honest. I mean, I didn't really like the story that much in the Second Son. I was disappointed, but that's always been with Infamous. Infamous, honestly, with Infamous, I enjoyed the story the most in 1, but I like the gameplay a lot more in 2. But Infamous Second Son, I don't know, it was kind of it wasn't a bad game by no means. It was, it was a good game, but I was just disappointing, Didn't really care for the story in that game, so why would I buy the DLC? That's just me. But if you guys did enjoy the story and enjoyed Fetch, then Infamous First Light will be coming soon. Then they showed off Little Big Planet 3. Me personally, I really wasn't surprised by this. I kind of expected this. Like, I'm like, yo, for some reason, I feel like we're going to see a Little Big Planet 3 on PlayStation 4. And we did, okay? Sackboy is back. No, scratch Sackboy. Odd Sack is back. No, screw Odd Sack. What's the freaking bird's name? Swoosh? I don't know, but dude, that bird, that's all I care. It's either between the bird, Odd Sack, or what's the big guy's name? I don't know, but Sackboy is officially me, bro. So Little Big Planet 3, that's great, man. That's this has always been a good game, and stuff like that. And dude, just Little Big Planet 3 on PlayStation 4, can you just imagine all the new things you'll be able to do? That's gonna be great. And it comes out in November. Dude, November has so many. I'll discuss that in another video. Then they showed off a new IP called Bloodborne. The trailer looked interesting. I'm definitely going to be checking out more of Bloodborne. I mean, I'm always for new IPs. That's always great as long as they're good. So Bloodborne will be a new IP coming to PlayStation. It comes out sometime in 2015. Take my money. Just take my money, because Far Cry 4, you've seen the trailer for it at Microsoft's conference, but they actually showed gameplay at Sony's conference, which I kind of wasn't expecting. That part, dude, look, Far Cry 4. First off, the guy that's in the trailer, and he's on the front cover. You know, I don't know, I don't even know if he's black or white or I don't know. I mean, but you know, he has that little blonde hair thing going on. You know, like he has that little Justin Bieber, well, old school Justin Bieber hairstyle. You know, and dude, he seems crazier than Voss. And I never thought I'd say that. This dude seems more crazier than Voss. Something about him just seems like, stay away from me. You know, but I love the feel of it, dude. That gameplay looked amazing. That gameplay looked so freaking fun, dude. Okay. Far Cry 4, Lord, dude. Far Cry 4 looks amazing, dude. I was throwing my money at the screen while seeing that jump. Just from the visuals to the gameplay. I mean, dude, Far Cry 4, which also comes out in November, I believe. Dude. That Far Cry 4? that Far Cry 4. Lord have mercy. I like this trailer that they showed off. I really want to see more of Dying Light, which they didn't show because it was delayed. You know, it comes out next year, but we didn't see none of Dying Light yet. But they showed off a new trailer, and it had these. At first it started off, you know, with a person, and he was just running, and you seen that you seen that he got bit, and he was like almost exercising, just like running and stuff like that, and he had his headphones in, he was just running, and then, you know, as he kept running, like, you know, you're seeing all this chaos in the background, freaking just zombies just hopping out and stuff like that, and then, like, while he's running, you see him like start to turn into a zombie. I just love that whole trailer. It was real creative, you know, but it's Dead Island 2. And I hate to say that, because, man, do you guys remember before Dead Island came out, before it was a thing, when they first showed the trailer off for Dead Island, the trailer gave you the impression like, yo, this game is going to be something that really connects with you and like have a great storyline. The trailer and the actual game are like two completely different things. It's like night and day. But Dead Island 2, I mean, yeah. So Dead Island 2 will be coming out. Then Sony, they had a partnership with Paradox Interactive with Magica 2. It actually looked good, you know, and I love the little I guess commercial for it. It was just real funny, you know, the way they did that. So Sony got a lot of partnerships going on. It was crazy. Grim Fandango, which is supposed to be a classic title, but I guess I was too young because I ain't never touched that sucker. But a lot of people, when, you know, it was announced, they're like, "Oh my gosh, yeah, Grim Fandango." I'm like, but I guess that's a classic game, you know. So Grim Fandango will be coming exclusively to that PlayStation 4 and the Vita. The Vita definitely needs some games, but so Grim Fandangos is coming back. Then they showed a trailer for Let It Die. I guess this is an indie title. Right now I'm just talking about all indie titles, you know. And so Let It Die trailer is coming exclusively to PlayStation. Then they showed off a new game from Giant Squid. Abzu. That junk, I'm getting that game. I'm getting that game. I'm all for indie titles as long as like they really look like interesting and like fun to play. Like, dude, I'm getting Abzu. So can't wait for that game. This was probably right now. This is my most highly anticipated indie game, No Man's Sky. that game is looking really good, dude. I can't wait for No Man's Sky to come out. I'm gonna get that junk day one. No Man's Sky is probably, out of all the indie titles we've seen at this conference, because Lord have mercy, I mean, you know how Sony is when it comes to indie games, but No Man's Sky, that's like probably at my top, you know, list of the indie titles, you know, that's coming to PlayStation. Shots fired. Shots fired. Andrew House, this bastard, this dude was just throwing shots just all night, it seemed, you know. So he was talking about the PlayStation 4 camera. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. But dude, he was talking about the PlayStation 4 camera, which I don't really use a lot, but I do have it. You know what, dude? Honestly, for whatever reason, it's funny that the Xbox One at first, you know, it was mandatory to get that Connect, you know, and with Sony they made it optional, but yet everyone was buying them, and I'm like, people were like, why are people buying the PlayStation 4 camera? I mean, is it really for the Playroom? Is the Playroom that good? Sucker, it's for PlayStation After Dark. What don't you understand? People be going, dude, there are some freaks. If you go on live on PlayStation, like at midnight going up, you be seeing the craziest dude. That's why people, before my camera cut off on me. Moral of the story, people are freaks on PlayStation. So, but, you know, he basically said, I mean, you know, the PlayStation 4 camera offers you, you know, a unique experience that you can only get on the PlayStation 4. And it's always been optional, unlike some others. So you just throw a little shot, fire, bang, bang. But, so, then, I mean, Sony, they were showing, like, everything. Like, they were going in depth, just talking about, I mean, from the indie games to the PlayStation Network with with the statistics, you know, of, you know, how many games have been played online and all this stuff. Like, they were really going in depth, and then this is when, you know, a lot of people started to get bored. There was like, I don't care, Sony. Where's Last Guardian and Uncharted 4? But, you know, they were really going in depth with it. So, you know, they were just talking about the PlayStation, the Vita, and the indie games, and the statistics of the PlayStation Network and stuff like that. They were just, you know, some people feel that they took the Microsoft route, with how they used to talk about everything else except for games. But that's not really the case. Like, Sony was talking about games. It's just that they're just going in depth, like, with everything, you know. But PlayStation Now, the open beta for PlayStation Now starts July 31st in this second. Start talking about the PlayStation Vita. That's where I was like, I was like, yeah, cool. But let's progress, because but they always talk about the PlayStation Vita. We should be used to this by now, okay? Went to the PlayStation TV. That's going to come out, and it's going to be $100. Honestly, I completely forgot all about that junk. And when they bought it back up, I was like, oh snap! I forgot all about the PlayStation TV. But with PlayStation Now and the PlayStation TV, that's going to make that's going to make for an interesting concept. With using the PlayStation Now and the PlayStation TV with your PlayStation 4 and PS Vita and PS3, that's going to be interesting, the way that works out. Then Mortal Kombat X. Lord have Mortal Kombat, they actually showed some gameplay. You know, this game was announced, you know, and they actually showed some gameplay for it. At first, we all seen the that trailer for it, you know, but they actually showed some gameplay, and man, you know, I skipped out on buying Mortal Kombat 9 because that same day SOCOM 4 came out, and I got SOCOM 4 instead. But I'm getting Mortal Kombat X. You can bet your sweet ass on that one, okay? Then they start talking about this new TV this TV episode series called Powers. If you have PlayStation Plus, which a lot of us do now, it's going to be free, but if you don't, you know, you have to pay for it and stuff like that. So it's going to be a TV series called Powers, and I think it's only on PlayStation. Cool. Then they showed a Ratchet and Clank movie. A Ratchet and Clank movie coming out in 2015. I used to be a huge fan of this series. Like back on PlayStation 2, probably my favorite Ratchet and Clank of all time is Going Commando. I don't think any Ratchet and Clank touches Going Commando. I know some people love a Crack in Time or Tools of Destruction or whatever. Going Commando, that junk is like, that junk cannot. That is like the freaking staple in that franchise, at least in my opinion, you know. But a Ratchet and Clank movie is coming to theaters 2015. All I care about is the Last of Us movie. But then they also announced that I think it's the remastered Ratchet and Clank 1, or maybe Ratchet and Clank 1 and 2. I'm not sure, but I know a remastered Ratchet and Clank game is coming to PlayStation 4. And they announced that kind of after they talked about the film, but they just kind of just said it like real fast, like, oh yeah, and we're remastering Ratchet and Clank. Okay, let's move on. It's like, what? But so they're going to remaster Ratchet and Clank. It's coming to PlayStation 4. I'm not sure which game it is though. You already know. You already know I'm getting this game. I'm not for remasters. I'm really not. I'm not with this whole remaster thing and paying full price. I ain't with it. But when it comes to The Last of Us, throw that out the window. I'm getting this game on that PlayStation 4 strictly for them graphics and going straight to that multiplayer. You feels me? Coming July 29th in this sucker. New trailer for Metal Gear Solid 5. Junk looked amazing. I cannot wait for Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. We all got, I can't even say a sample. We all got a crumb of Metal Gear Solid 5 with Ground Zero. But Metal Gear Solid 5, when this junk come out, I'm getting this junk day one. God, dude, if you have not gotten into the Metal Gear Solid series yet, matter of fact, especially, I think this is on Xbox 2 now as well. But you can either buy the Legacy Collection, or on PS3 they got the it includes Metal Gear Solid 2, 3, Snake Eater, and Peace Walker. And you can just buy Metal Gear Solid 1 from the PlayStation Store. That's how I really got into this series. I had to catch up. Dude, if you have not played, get into this freaking franchise, dude. So Metal Gear Solid 5, can't wait for that sucker! Can't wait! PC elitists, you can stop crying, you bastards. GTA 5 is not only coming to that PlayStation 4 and that Xbox One, and especially that week. I don't think so. And it's coming to that PC. PC elitists, you can stop crying now. You can stop being like, you know what? Let's create a new petition to bring GTA 5 to that PC. Enough with the petitions. You're getting Grand Theft Auto 5. Between The Last of Us Remaster and Grand Theft Auto 5, those are probably the only two remasters. Well, God, I completely forgot about Halo. That's not a remaster in my opinion. Sucker, that is a dream, okay? But those are really like the only three remasters I'm buying. But Grand Theft Auto 5, you know, we all kind of, you know, was expecting it, but we weren't too sure about it. Grand Theft Auto 5 is coming to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and that PC. Okay, so I'm probably going to get rid of my Grand Theft Auto 5 on PlayStation 3. And let's hope that the online is better on these next gen consoles. Yeah, can I get a man in this sucker? Can I get an A man in this sucker on that one? I mean, we're still waiting for Heist. Rockstar, you made over $1 billion in 3 days, and you suckers don't even have Heist in your game yet. Lord have mercy. Where's the trigger? Where is it? Anyways, Bruce Wayne, the Dark Knight, Gotham's hero, the Batman. Batman Arkham Knight. Let me get closer to the camera so y'all can like feel what I'm feeling. Right. So you can feel what I'm feeling. That Batman Arkham Game of the Year material. Like it's just that simple, okay? I'm not the biggest fan of Batman ever, but I always loved the games and the films were great and stuff like that. I wish they could. Dude, why can't Spider-Man have the same quality as Batman? I don't freaking know why. Spider-Man is my favorite superhero, but yo, Batman Arkham Knight. Sweet cream on an ice cream. That junk, sweet mother of Jesus. Batman Arkham Knight. That junk looks amazing. That gameplay, from the Batmobile to the gameplay to the visuals, why did that game have to get delayed? Why? But Batman Arkham Knight, that was like the star of the show until whatever comes after that. But Batman Arkham Knight, Lord have mercy. Oh, that is a day one purchase out this sucker, okay? Batman Arkham Knight, can't wait for it, cannot wait for it. Can I get an amen on that one? Okay. Last but not least, we all, you know, kind of expected this. It was a huge rumor, you know, going on. You know, if you think about exclusives and PlayStation today, this might be the first one that comes to mind. As far as today, not like of all time, but when you think PlayStation today and think its exclusives, this is one of the first exclusives that come to your mind. You know, one of the most popular exclusives today. Uncharted 4. I don't need to say anything else. I don't need to say anything else. Uncharted 4, Naughty Dog. That is all you need to know. The second I seen Naughty Dog, I was like, people were asking for a Last of Us 2. Listen, I'm probably the biggest Last of Us fan out there, but y'all need to stop asking for sequels so early. Can we get it? Can we at least breathe? You know, after the Last of Us, you know, I know, not now. It was way too early. But Uncharted 4, A Thief's End. coming out in 2015. And for you graphic whores out there, you know, you're always talking about, I want my 1080p 60 frames. I didn't buy a next-gen console to play 792. For you graphic whore bastards out there, you want to talk about next-gen. Let's talk about Uncharted 4. Sucker, I don't even think this game is going to be 1080p 60 frames per second. This sucker right here, that Uncharted 4 on Thief's End is going to be 1080p 90 frames per 90 frames per second out this sucker. Lord, I gotta take off my hat on this. Naughty Dog, we are not worth Uncharted 4. Dim graphics though, and I'm not sure if it was a trailer or a cutscene. I don't know. Some people are saying like, no, that's actually how the game is going to look in game. You know, if that's the case, then don't tell me that that games on PlayStation 4 cannot look freaking amazing. Did y'all see the freaking, like, the wrinkles on Nathan Drake's face? Dude look like he's going through tough times. Dude looks older, and you know you're hearing Sully's voice in the background saying, "Alright, we can do this one last time." So a lot of people are saying this might be the last Uncharted, you know, and stuff like that. If it is, man, that's great. You know, I just want this series to end off with a bang. I know people don't want Uncharted to end, but I'm so sick of, you know, great games never having like really an ending to it. It seems like they're always trying to extend it and keep on going. Sometimes with great franchises, you just gotta stop. Like, you just have to stop it because, you know, you want to end the storyline, you know, at the absolute best it can be. And I feel like for Uncharted, if this is the last one, you know Naughty Dog is going all out. You know this. Naughty Dog makes probably the best exclusives for PlayStation. You know they're going all out. That story is going to be amazing. I'm not even worried about the story. Really, the only thing you have to have some worry about when it comes to Uncharted is that multiplayer. If the multiplayer is like 3, then Lord have mercy. If the multiplayer is like 2, I'm all for it, you know. But I feel like they need to go back to Uncharted 2's multiplayer and stuff like that. But golly, 1080p 90 frames per second, I didn't think it was possible. But that's pretty much it. You know, I'm sure I forgot some things, but I tried to talk about everything. I know this vid is long, but hopefully you guys enjoy it, you know. But man, Sony's conference, a lot of people, I'm gonna save that for another vid. But Sony's conference was not bad. It was not bad. Some people were saying that it was disappointing. It wasn't. It wasn't. Did it get boring at some times? Like, did it have my facial? I mean, did it have like me going like, oh, you know, maybe a couple of times. But Sony was a lot more in depth with it. They were showing like everything. And now I know people are going to say, well, how come when Microsoft was doing that, people was like, I mean, you ain't showing no games. There's a difference. There's a difference. Sony was showing games. They were showing games, but at the same time, they were showing a lot of other stuff too. They were showing the Vita. They were showing the indie titles. They were talking about PSN, talking about PlayStation Now, the PlayStation TV and stuff like that. They were just talking about everything. So they got a lot more in depth. Did it get slow towards some points? Yeah, but after you end off your conference with Uncharted 4, drops the mic, walks off stage. Uncharted 4. Check out this trailer. Thank you. You have a good night. Like that's really all you needed to do. So I thought they had a good conference, a solid conference as well. But that's my review for Sony's conference. I don't want this video to go too long. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I probably will be doing one for Nintendo's as well, and then I'll probably do another. Dude, I got a lot of content coming on my channel and my website and stuff like that. Follow me on Twitter if you're not. I know I don't advertise this stuff, but you can really, like, dude, the people that follow me on Twitter, they know. Like, they know. It's all about the interaction, my brothers and sisters. Anyways, saying that, it's time to watch Nintendo's conference.